Welcome to this deep and heartfelt exploration of the diary of a young girl by Anne Frank. This book is more than just a diary, it is a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable adversity. Written during one of the darkest periods of human history, Anne Frank's words have touched millions of readers worldwide, offering an intimate look into the thoughts, emotions, and experiences of a young girl caught in the horrors of war. Anne's diary serves as a window into history, providing a deeply personal perspective on what it was like to live in hiding under Nazi occupation. Her reflections on life, love, fear, and hope are not only moving but also profoundly insightful. Through her words, we gain a better understanding of the effects of war on ordinary people, especially children who are forced to grow up far too soon. In this audiobook summary, we will delve into Anne's world, her joys, struggles, and the remarkable strength she displayed during her time in hiding. Let's begin this journey into the mind and heart of Anne Frank. The historical context of Anne Frank's diary. To truly appreciate Anne Frank's diary, it is important to understand the historical backdrop against which it was written. Anne was born in 1929 in Germany, but her family moved to the Netherlands in 1933 to escape the rise of Adolf Hitler and his anti-Jewish policies. For several years, they lived a peaceful life in Amsterdam until the Nazis invaded the Netherlands in 1940. As the occupation intensified, the persecution of Jews escalated. New laws were put in place that stripped Jewish people of their rights, forcing them to wear yellow stars, banning them from public places, and eventually deporting many to concentration camps. By 1942, the situation had become so dangerous that Anne's family decided to go into hiding to avoid being captured by the Nazis. Thus began Anne's time in the secret Annex, a small hidden space above her father's business. It was there, during these long and uncertain years, that Anne kept her now famous diary, pouring her heart and mind into its pages as she tried to make sense of the world around her. Life in the secret Annex. Life in hiding was anything but easy. The Annex was small and cramped, and Anne shared the space with her parents, her sister Margot, another family, the Van Pels, and later, a dentist named Fritz Pfeffer. They had to remain completely silent during the day to avoid detection, as people worked in the office below them. Even the sound of footsteps or a dropped object could put them in danger. Despite these difficult conditions, Anne found ways to keep herself occupied. She read books, studied languages, and of course, wrote in her diary. Writing became her way of processing her emotions, frustrations, and dreams. She wrote about the tension within the Annex, the fear of being discovered, and her struggles with the people around her. She also captured the small joys of life, listening to the radio, celebrating holidays in secret, and dreaming about the future. Anne's diary paints a vivid picture of the challenges of living in such close quarters. There were frequent arguments, misunderstandings, and moments of despair. She often felt misunderstood, especially by her mother, and longed for someone who could truly understand her. However, she also found comfort in her growing friendship, and later, romantic feelings, for Peter Van Pels, the teenage boy who was also hiding with them. Anne's emotional and intellectual growth. One of the most striking aspects of Anne's diary is her emotional and intellectual growth over the course of 2 years. When she first began writing, she was a lively, talkative 13-year-old girl, but as time went on, her reflections became deeper, more thoughtful, and more philosophical. She questioned human nature, wondered about the meaning of suffering, and expressed profound insights about life and morality. She aspired to become a writer, hoping that one day her words would make a difference in the world. In many ways, she achieved this dream. Her diary has been read by millions and has become one of the most important pieces of literature of the 20th century. Anne's self-awareness also grew. She reflected on her own flaws, recognizing her impatience and strong-willed nature, but she also took pride in her intelligence and independence. She longed to be taken seriously and to be treated as an equal. Her diary became not just a record of her days in hiding, but a powerful expression of her thoughts, dreams, and identity. The betrayal and arrest. On August 4, 1944, the worst fear of the Annex's residents came true: they were discovered. The Gestapo raided the Annex, and Anne and her family were arrested. They were taken to a Nazi transit camp before being deported to Auschwitz. Eventually, Anne and her sister Margot were sent to Bergen-Belsen, where they both perished from disease and malnutrition in early 1945. Anne was only 15 years old when she died. The only survivor from the Annex was Anne's father, Otto Frank. After the war, he returned to Amsterdam and found Anne's diary, which had been preserved by Miep Gies, one of the helpers who had risked their lives to protect them. Deeply moved by Anne's words, Otto decided to publish her diary, ensuring that her voice would not be forgotten. Themes and lessons from Anne's diary. Anne Frank's diary is a deeply personal account, but it also touches on universal themes that resonate with readers of all generations. Some of the most powerful lessons include hope in the face of despair. Despite the horror surrounding her, Anne never completely lost hope. She believed in the goodness of people and dreamed of a better future. The power of writing. Anne's diary is a testament to the importance of self-expression. Her words have given voice to countless victims of war and persecution. The fragility of freedom. Anne's story serves as a reminder of how easily human rights can be stripped away and the importance of standing against injustice. The beauty of ordinary moments, even in hiding, and found joy in small things, books, nature, and dreams of a brighter tomorrow. Her diary teaches us to appreciate the beauty in everyday life. Anne Frank's legacy. Since its publication, The Diary of a Young Girl has been translated into more than 70 languages and has inspired people all over the world. It has been adapted into plays, films, and educational programs. Anne's story is taught in schools to remind new generations of the horrors of the Holocaust and the dangers of discrimination and hatred. Her diary remains one of the most important historical documents of the 20th century. It has not only preserved the voice of one remarkable young girl, but has also given millions of readers insight into the personal experiences of those who suffered during the Holocaust. Anne's dream was to become a writer and make an impact on the world. Though she never got to see it happen, her words have ensured that her legacy will live on forever. Final thoughts. The Diary of a Young Girl is a book that stays with you long after you turn the last page. It is a story of hope, courage, and the incredible strength of the human spirit. Anne's voice, filled with wisdom beyond her years, continues to inspire us to stand up for what is right, cherish our freedoms, and never lose hope for a better world. Thank you for joining this journey through Anne Frank's diary. If this summary has touched you, consider sharing it with others. Let us honor Anne's memory by continuing to fight for kindness, compassion, and justice in the world.